Hello, bonjour, wache. Thanks for tuning in to Kahkenuh Aweyuk. I'm your host, Terry Tikinagan. 2023 has been an exciting year for Tikinagan Child and Family Services. It's not over yet, and there's more to come, but we wanted to take a moment to celebrate all of our accomplishments over the past year. From the ဉηΓαν Forum in February and the launch of the ဉηΓαν program, to honoring our Children's Day over the summer, to the annual Chiefs Assembly and Dress Purple Day in the fall, we've covered a lot of ground and engaged with our communities in new ways. Please enjoy this look back at 2023 for Tikinagan. Kicking off 2023 was one of Tikinagan's biggest events that happens every year, the Lil Bands Hockey Tournament. Young hockey players from our First Nation communities traveled to Dryden each year to show off their skills on the ice. This event builds community spirit and brings hockey lovers together for a week of hockey, fun events for youth and families, plus free food and Tikinagan swag and prizes. Following the Lil Bands tournament, Tikinagan hosted the first ever ဉηΓαν Forum in February. ဉηΓαν is an initiative that aims to support each of Tikinagan Child and Family Services 30 First Nation communities in deciding and implementing the right path for their child welfare systems. Chiefs, management from Tikinagan, and many other honored guests were present for the forum, where ideas for the future were discussed at length. Since the forum, Kahkenuh First Nation has been the first community to adopt new child welfare laws of their own under the guidance of ဉηΓαν managers Robin Bunting and Esther McKay. Foster Parent Appreciation Month is celebrated by Tikinagan every March. This year, we featured several of our foster parents, both in their own homes and Tikinagan's agency-operated homes, in several communities as part of a Foster Parent Spotlight series. Here's Brenda Boyuk, a live-in foster parent who cares for children in Kijik Bay, part of Lac Seul First Nation, talking about her drive to help our youth in care.
The advice I would give to a new foster parent is lots of patience, unconditional love, because many children that I've seen come through, they've been bounced around so many times, home to home. You just gotta have that patience to take the time, sit down with them, get to know them, and don't give up on them.
Every May 14th, Tikinagan takes the opportunity to acknowledge the strength, bravery, and resilience of our youth with Children and Youth in Care Day. It's one more way to show our children in care that our community is here for them, we hear them, and that we are a part of their circle of care. This year, we introduced an education package for educators in our communities, containing information about the history of Children and Youth in Care Day, Tikinagan, Duty to Report, and various activities and lessons for kids, along with a contest. June was a busy month for Tikinagan as it's both National Indigenous Heritage Month and Pride Month. As part of our ongoing Youth Spotlight series, we interviewed Kieran Davis, a Two-Spirit youth from Lac Seul First Nation, now based in Sioux Lookout. Kieran is co-host of When the Frogs Sleep, an Indigenous storytelling podcast aimed at youth, and has also sat on the Ontario First Nations Young People's Council, the Ontario Youth Council, and was a passionate advocate at the last Assembly of First Nations gathering. Here they are, talking to Tommy Tikinagan.
The resources that I needed most were the Two-Spirit resources and teachings. I didn't start exploring the Two-Spirit community or teachings until following high school, when I started working for Grand Council Treaty 3 and was nominated to sit on the 2S LGBTQIA+ Council. And through that is where I got my Two-Spirit teachings and knowledge that I do have now. And even still, I'm still meeting a whole bunch of Two-Spirit elders and teachers and knowledge keepers that still continue to teach me every day.
Honoring Our Children's Day is officially on June 24th every year, but this year we encouraged our communities to celebrate throughout the summer. One of the primary goals of HOC Day is to destigmatize views about children and youth in and from care by increasing public awareness and understanding. Tikinagan offices hosted events in communities like Sioux Lookout, Dryden, Fort Severn, Ignace, Casablanca, and Kiwewin, just to name a few. All attendees were treated to barbecue meals, tons of Tikinagan swag, and fun games and prizes for the kids. From spring right into the fall, Tikinagan hosted quite a few recruitment drives in our communities this year. Here's Corey Fields, HR Supervisor in Thunder Bay.
It is very important to head out to the communities to do these recruitment drives in order to build and foster bonds with the community, with the individuals, to actually see their faces, meet them, and be present. Show them that we're not just a faceless organization. We care.
Another guest for our youth empowerment series on Kahkenuh Aweyuk was arguably our most famous, Paul Sun-hyung Lee, star of Kim's Convenience and now part of the Star Wars universe as well. Here he is talking to Tommy Tikinagan.
The youth of the future, I firmly, that's just a fact. It's not just a belief, that's a fact. They inherit so much from their elders, and they inherit our successes, but they inherit our messes as well, right? Like, we need to ensure that the youth are supported so that they have every opportunity to succeed in life. And we need to equip them with everything that we can. And that comes from moral, emotional support, as well as physical things like food and water and clothing and shelter, loving environments. These are things that actually we want to set the next generations to succeed.
The 2023 Annual Chiefs Assembly took place from September 20th to 21st in Thunder Bay. After ceremonial drumming on the first day, Lorraine Crane opened the gathering with the chair's message. Thelma Morris then delivered the executive director's message. Our service highlights were provided by Associate Executive Director Rachel Tinney. On the second day of the annual Chiefs Assembly, Rosemary McKay shared her passionate words about the Tikinagan service model, Mamo Obiki Owasoin, which means everyone working together to raise our children, reinforcing the idea that everyone in our communities can help if we just listen to each other and work together. Niganchigowan manager Robin Bunting provided an update about Niganchigowan's progress and future steps. The Nigan and Abin team educated attendees about our support program for young adults up to age 26 who were previously in care. Awards were given to some very deserving groups, and additionally, several amazing foster parents were given gifts of appreciation for their hard work and dedication in supporting youth and families in our communities. This fall, our youth in care were given a very special opportunity to attend a Toronto Blue Jays game. Several Tikinagan staff accompanied the youth on their trip to Toronto, where they were given the star treatment. Let's hear from Desmond Singleton and Tracy Cabral about how the trip went.
Today is a day of recognition for our ancestors that came before us. Reasons why we're here today. We got a group of kids here today with us who've been chosen to represent themselves first and represent their communities, also representing Tikinagan. Today they get to be the guest of honor at the Toronto Blue Jays Truth and Reconciliation game. So, we have a wide range of communities that we're representing today, starting with myself, Lac Seul First Nation. We've got a couple youth from Mishkigugaming First Nation, Casablanca First Nation, Poplar Hill, Pekanjicum, and Sandy Lake, a good group of kids who are going to get an experience of hopefully a lifetime.
They've never been to Toronto before, they've never been to a really big city like this, and it's really opening their minds. They're hearing different languages, they're noticing different people, and it's just an incredible trip for them. They're talking about different colleges now, like where could I go to college, could I go to a city, so it's really, really opened their mind as to what's available to them in their own country of Canada.
Dress Purple Day is observed by Tikinagan Child and Family Services every year on October 27th. It offers an opportunity to encourage everyone to speak up for every child and youth's right to safety and well-being in all spaces. Children and youth have the right to have their intersectional identity, which includes culture, race, sexual orientation, and gender identity, protected and supported in all spaces. This year for Dress Purple Day, Tikinagan partnered with Windsor Essex CAS and the Ontario Association of Children's Aid Societies to feature the Beastie Valley video series. We created an educator toolkit that encourages teachers to show and discuss the Beastie Valley videos as a starting point for conversations with students. Additionally, promo items have been sent to schools in our 30 First Nation communities who expressed an interest to participate in the event. Here's a short clip from Beastie Valley.
With a little prompting and a little stuttering, Orange Beastie explains to Silver Beastie what the problem is. Silver Beastie is super calm, listens respectfully, and without diminishing Orange Beastie's problem, invites the younger Beasties in. Silver Beastie has just the solution.
We've talked a lot about what Tikinagan has already accomplished so far this year, but 2023 isn't over. We can't give everything away just yet, but rest assured that Kahkenuh Aweyuk's annual Christmas special episode will be full of the usual holiday cheer, plus some exciting new guests, and of course, the man in red himself, jolly old Saint Nick.
Oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
We hope you've enjoyed our review of 2023 for Tikinagan Child and Family Services. These were some of our favorite highlights, as we couldn't possibly pack an entire year's worth of events, community connections, and stories into just 15 minutes. Be sure to check out Kahkenuh Aweyuk on our YouTube channel and never miss an episode. Follow us on social media to stay current. This is Terry Tikinagan, miigwech to everyone listening.
At Tikinagan Child and Family Services, we believe the answers lie within the communities. The Creator entrusted First Nations with the sacred responsibility of protecting our children and developing strong families and healthy communities. The Chiefs created Tikinagan to support and strengthen our children, our families, and our communities. The future of our communities is our children. Help foster connection in your community by becoming a foster parent or a live-in foster parent with Tikinagan. Learn more at tikinagan.org or call 1-800-465-3624.
Ohma Tikinagan mesde bähtämänk mihima iskonagan ehtek kananantunamak. Man dogedan duwenum gomen koyak tikanuan makni jansnanak. Mina chamaskawatoy kadbenchgenan mina gadskunagan o gamakana go given sawa Tikinagan which do daminich abinojis mi hawe ni ganu it gen madis tamagoyak which is nam hewe chuganawen mawasian nanda hima chugabeshian chuganawen mawasian Giwgen Tikinagan.org nanda kanus basic niswaso wawie bigan niwan ngudaso nianan nasin ngudaso nishin niwan.
If you're looking for a new and rewarding career, apply with Tikinagan Child and Family Services today. We value our employees' education, skills, and most importantly, their cultural awareness and respect for our service model, Mamo Obikiwasuan. Employment opportunities at Tikinagan are vast. There are opportunities to work directly with children and families in what we call frontline work, or to work behind the scenes in areas such as management, administrative support, information technology, data entry, finance, or human resources. Our opportunities are full-time or casual and are often great stepping stones to a very fulfilling career. For more information on careers with Tikinagan Child and Family Services, please visit our website at tikinagan.org.
Gananantunanina anukiwan ke maskawiskagawaj an sinnawak. Tikinagan abinoji sigama unanantunawan anukinaganan. Gigamin go minno untasiwan hukiwan. Minno tibahigatagan kiwichi gowanan. Mina chigaganagatek inatasi wichiwewan. Mina anukiwa kikanohamagawan. Giwgen Tikinagan.org/anukiwanan.
Thank you for listening to Kahkenuh Aweyuk, Everyone Together on TikTok Radio, hosted by Tikinagan Child and Family Services. Miigwech.